More countries have advised people against traveling to certain areas in the UK amid the threat of riots in the country. Vile scenes of violence have been seen across the country since 3 young girls were stabbed and killed while attending a dance event in Southport. 2 adults were also left in a critical condition. False rumors spread online following the attack about the suspect's background, ethnicity and religion. Last night Malaysia became the first country to issue a travel warning to its citizens visiting the UK, following a week of dangerous and violent protests. Today, more have followed, including Nigeria, Indonesia and Australia, amid concerns for people's welfare. Nigeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs wrote on X, "The High Commission of the Federal Republic of Nigeria wishes to inform the Nigerian community in the United Kingdom it is closely monitoring the ongoing protests and riots in various towns following the stabbing in Southport on July 29. The riots, which have assumed a violent and disorderly outlook as evidenced by reported attacks on law enforcement agents and damages to properties and infrastructure, may spread across the country. To this end, the Nigerian community is advised to be extra vigilant, stay away from protest areas and avoid large gatherings. The High Commission will keep the Nigerian community in the UK informed of any development as the situation unfolds. The Malaysian Ministry of Foreign Affairs put out a similar warning, telling its residents to stay away from areas, remain vigilant and check for updates. Australia's government has updated its travel advice for the UK, advising its citizens to exercise a high degree of caution. Avoid areas where protests are occurring due to the potential for disruption and violence. Monitor the media for information and updates. And the Indonesian embassy in London also issued a warning, advising its citizens in the UK to avoid large crowds and increase their vigilance. Earlier today the National Police Chiefs Council, NPCC, said police have so far made 378 arrests since disorder broke out last week and the total is expected to rise each day. It also promised a united and robust policing response to the disorder and future protests. NPCC Chairman Gavin Stevens said, "Every community across the country will have been affected in some way by the violent disorder we have seen in this past week. I want to reassure the public a united and robust policing response is in place across the country and we are doing all we can to tackle this disorder and keep you safe." All forces have been requested not only to increase the number of specialist resources in their local area, but to contribute to regional reserves, coordinated nationally. So far 378 arrests have been made and we expect that total to rise each day as forces continue to identify those involved and continue to apprehend those responsible. Work is going on around the clock to do this and those involved will be brought to justice.